Nice to see you all here. So, I bet a lot of you guys, campers and counselors, are listening to this speech, picturing what you'd say if you were in my shoes. To be honest with you, I did the same thing for the past 15 summers, and you would think that having that much planning would make putting thoughts on paper easier. It really doesn't. I've seen so many great people give this speech before me and give as much wisdom and insight about their lives at camp as possible, but I still struggle to find the right words. As I sat in my car on a long drive earlier this summer, I was talking to a friend when I got a question that I'm sure most older campers and counselors have gotten from home friends. Why do you still go back to that camp? What makes it so great that you refuse to leave? 15 summers from an 8-year-old freshman to a 23-year-old color war general. What really is it that has kept me permanently tied to this place? As a young camper, it was simple things that kept me begging my parents to come back each summer. Sports, big events, my friends, the usual. As I grew up here into a waiter and counselor, I started to realize that what makes me come back here each summer isn't just individual things or people. It's an experience. And there isn't just one thing that truly winds camp into your DNA. The Jonny experience is comprised of everything that this place values and holds dear. It's made up of valuable lessons, brotherhood, relationships, and memories that can shape you for the rest of your life. To me, the experience began with my counselors and group leaders. It was their job to steer us in the right direction to help you internalize the messages that camp had to offer. It was their job to take a group of boys from random towns throughout the country and show them the path to becoming brothers. Luckily, growing up here, I had some of the best of the best. Aaron and Brian Davis are two of those guys. Although Brian wasn't actually my counselor, he was as close as it gets. They coached my hockey teams, they gave me constant advice and guidance as a camper, and even still as a counselor and group leader. I wanted to be just like them. I wanted me and my friends to have a division just like theirs. I look up to both of them still to this day, and don't think I'd be where I am at camp or as a person without them. As my division and I grew older at camp into counselors, we followed in their footsteps and grew stronger than ever. Aaron and my group leader Steve had done their job in fostering a division with a bond that would never be broken. It was with these guys that I would get what I consider the full Jonny experience. We went through everything together. Hilarious memories, crazy events. There's no one I would rather have gone through it all with. We truly were and still are brothers in every way, and I hope everyone here gets to have that with their divisions. Brian Wilson is here as a representative of that crew, even though he had to take God knows how many days off of work to get here. I couldn't ask for a better example of the tight-knit group we are. If I asked Brian to jump, he'd respond with, "Jonny, how high do you need it?" along with a giant bugle roar. He'd do anything for anyone in our division without hesitation, and it truly makes him a one-of-a-kind friend. When I got the phone call from Harvey 3 summers ago to be a group leader for the boys I had started with as a freshman counselor, I knew it was time for a serious role reversal. It was time for me to fill into the place of Aaron, Brian, and Steve. It was going to be my turn to take over a division and attempt to steer them in the right path and show them the way to becoming brothers. The senior ones of 2017 are a dream come true. I am so lucky to have a group of boys as eccentric and loving as they are. These boys have become a force at camp with no signs of slowing down anytime soon. I'm so proud of the way that they have come together and grown since I met most of them as tiny little freshmen. I love you boys, and you truly have become the driving reason I come back here each summer. You take the experience that keeps me at camp and you give it new life. I come back here to continue to give everything I have to bring you guys along the Jonny path the way my counselors did for me. I can't wait to come back one day to find one of you guys sitting in this chair, or more of you guys, giving a speech about the division the way I have tonight. If I can teach everyone here one thing tonight, it's this. The Jonny experience is incredible, but you don't just get it. It's not a rite of passage, and it doesn't necessarily come easy. You need to keep an open mind to trying new things, listening to new people, and learning something from everyone and everything you encounter here. If you put in the effort to follow the path that your counselors and group leaders lay out for you, if you give your heart and soul to camp and your division, this place can become impossible to leave behind. If you give enough to the Jonny experience, it'll stay with you forever. So for me, please take my words to heart and give a little bit of extra effort to do good for your friends, to listen to the values Harvey and Heidi teach, and to absorb everything camp has to offer. I promise you, it will be worth it in the long run. Before I ramble on for too long, I just want to finish with a couple of quick thank yous. I wanted to thank everyone who worked so hard to make these 4 days possible. Pete, Bluth, Brittany, Roos, you guys are awesome. Thanks for giving me the golden ticket. You make this so much fun for everyone involved, and it's such a pleasure as an officer to be able to watch how you guys run things. You run it with energy and humor, but still with teaching values at its highest priority. Harv, I know you are probably the most humble man on this whole entire earth, but the whole experience starts with you. The most outward example is with the kids, but I think it's another part of your work here that doesn't get enough attention in these speeches. The group leaders and counselors who try to steer their kids on the right path only do so because of your guidance. Every counselor that any camper here has ever looked up to has you to thank for their bonds. You are the perfect role model for someone who wants to be a role model. You work so hard at even the littlest things in order for the staff here to become legends for their campers. You have had such an immeasurable impact on me that I couldn't get to it all, even if I devoted the entire speech to you. Thank you, Harvey, for teaching me how to be a patient, caring, and loving leader and role model for my campers. Without you, I wouldn't have the relationship I have with them today, which I treasure so dear. I want to thank my brother, Greggy, for showing up and surprising me. It means the world to me that you came to see the end of this war and listen to me give this speech. You're the best brother in the world. You know, I wish I could say blank you cut butt in front of all of camp right now, but I can't, so I want to thank Dave for letting him come and for countless other opportunities that you've given me. You have always trusted me and have always treated me and my family as part of yours. Next, I want to thank the white team for an awesome war. Raph, our wrestling matches aren't over just because color war is. Watch your back. I want to especially thank the red team and the officers, Allie, Lipton, Lee, and John. You guys worked so hard, and it was so much fun to chase our destiny together. Of course, I didn't forget the other officer on Red Destiny. Hannah, experiencing this with you by my side was nothing short of extraordinary. It means more to me than I can describe that our names are going to be on that plaque together forever. Who would have thought that 6 years later we'd be here tonight leading a color war team together? It's something I've always dreamed of, and it almost doesn't feel real that we got to actually do it. You were amazing the past 4 days. I'm so proud of you. I love you. Thanks everyone for listening. Sorry I cried in the middle there. I love you, Jonny, and I hope for many more summers after this.